In today's episode, you'll get 3 strategies to instantly become more resilient to change, so stay tuned. Welcome back to my show where I help high achievers get promoted, get productive, and get the corner office. Make sure you like and subscribe to this show because every single Wednesday I release a new episode that will help you accelerate your career. So in today's show, I'm going to be reviewing the 3 big strategies to help you instantly become more resilient to change. A lot of times it's better if we become more resilient to change and we prepare for change before the change comes, but we don't always have that luxury. Sometimes when a big change happens, we need to instantly become more resilient so we can respond proactively and productively. That helps us move forward in a positive way and helps our team and organization move forward also. So when change comes, people get knocked off center, they get disoriented, they get confused, and their productivity starts to decline, and so does the team and the organization's productivity. So the key is to figure out a way to become quickly more resilient so you can bounce back, take advantage of the opportunity that change often presents. The number 1 instant strategy is to connect with others that are going through the same change. A lot of times when a big change happens, we start to feel alone. We can even self-isolate because we think we're the only people that are experiencing this thing. But the way to become instantly more resilient is to reach out to people that are going through the same change and recognizing that we're not going through it alone, and that we can brainstorm creative solutions, and just having that support network can be really, really positive. So many times organizations go through a dramatic change in the industry. Maybe you're in the technology industry, you have a sudden change because there's a new technology, and we start feeling maybe concern for our organization, for our team, or even for our own jobs. And self-isolating and feeling alone and not sharing and tapping into our network can be a way to actually decrease our productivity. So the way to become instantly resilient is recognize that you're not alone in this, and that reaching out for support from your network to brainstorm possible solutions is a great way to boost your resilience immediately. The second way is to limit change to one domain at a time, not 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't tell you how many times people get on this change kick, and it's like a domino effect. They just want to change everything all at one time, and this actually can decrease your resilience. For example, I had a client who wanted to get promoted, lose 10 pounds, reallocate their investment portfolio, start exercising more, and sell their home and relocate to their dream city all at the same time. Can you imagine how that can weigh on your resilience if you're trying to change so many different domains at one time? And so the key to becoming instantly more resilient is to narrow down the change to one area. Now, it's a big change. If there's a big change at work going on, don't try to change everything else at one time, right? Focus on the big work change. Maybe you're taking on a new job. It's not necessarily the best time to change your location, your kid's school, your reallocation of your financial assets. Maybe start cooking a different diet at home, all these different things. Just focus on one domain at a time. It allows you to focus your resources and gain traction in that domain and then progress on to the others. Make sure you stick around after the third strategy because I'm going to give you actually the first step. The step you should take in any kind of change that you're facing that will help you become more resilient. Again, it's an essential first step, so stick around. The third way is to lean into and lean on what's not changing. So many times when a big change happens, it's easy to focus on all the things that are changing, and it can quickly get overwhelming. And when you're overwhelmed, you aren't as resilient to change. And so the key is focus on what's not changing. So if you have a work change going on, lean into your family and friends and network and organizations that you're a part of, or if you have a great executive coach, you can lean into that and lean into those and find stability and security in those domains, and those can support you and lift you and help you bounce back more quickly after the change. Of course, the opposite of this is when you don't lean into what's not changing and you just over-focus all of your thoughts and you ruminate time and time again at night at 3 a.m. in the morning of all the stuff that's going on in the change, and you forget about all the supportive network and the things that you've created in your life that can help stabilize and support you. And those are resources that you can draw on to help lift you to become more resilient for that domain that is changing. As promised, I'm going to give you a bonus strategy now. That's the first step that you should take in any time you're facing change. And it is essential. So I gave you the 3 strategies to instantly become more resilient. But let's talk about the first step that you actually need to take. And that first step is acceptance. That's right. If you're not accepting the change as is, then you're never going to get on that road to actually becoming more resilient. But the first thing is to accept it. So many times we fight change when it happens. We have that big change at work, or that change in our family dynamic, or change in our friendships, or organizations that support us, with schools and churches, religious institutions. And the key is to first move into a place of acceptance, because when you accept the change as is, you're more likely to move forward in a resilient fashion. So the big news is today is just pick one of these key strategies to instantly become more resilient and adopt it. Try it in your workday right now. If you're the kind of person who really wants to increase their resilience for the long haul, for yourself, for your family, for your individual, your team, and your organization, make sure to stick around for the next video.